Interstate 70, just past the Linden County line. The engine was cold. The fuel tank was full. The doors were locked from the inside. The man it belonged to was named Daniel Cole, 34, a carpenter, a younger brother, the kind of man whose disappearance puts a town's name in the paper for about a week, and then never again. He was driving home from his brother's house, a route he had taken more than 100 times. He never arrived. What you're about to hear was reconstructed from a voice recording on his phone. He started it himself sometime after midnight. We don't know why. There is one detail about that recording I want you to hold on to before we begin. It is 4 hours long. The events on it last 19 minutes. It had been raining since the exit. The interstate was closed for construction near mile 90. Daniel mentioned it to his brother on the phone before he left. Some detour they've got set up, he said. I'll be home by midnight. His brother told him to text when he got in. Daniel said he would. They talked about a dog Daniel was thinking of adopting that weekend. Small things. The last ordinary conversation of his life, and neither of them knew it. He was 20 minutes from home when he saw the sign. Orange. Official. Lit up in his headlights. Detour. An arrow pointing off the highway and onto a county road. So he took it. That's the part everyone gets stuck on. Because there was no construction on Interstate 70 that night. There was no detour. The county has no record of authorizing that sign, and no one has ever found it since. But Daniel saw it, and Daniel turned. The county road was narrow and unlit, fields on both sides, or what might have been fields. It was too dark to tell where the world ended. He wasn't worried. Detours loop back. They always loop back. This is where the recording begins.
Okay, it's 11:47. I think I missed the turn back to the highway. GPS is just spinning. No signal out here. Whatever, I'll follow it till it hits something. These roads always hit something.
He drove for 9 minutes. We know because he counts them out loud. A nervous habit, narrating to the empty car. And then,
there's a truck up ahead. Blue pickup, hazards on. Somebody broke down. I'll slow down, see if they need... No, nobody's in it. Cab's empty. Just left it running, I guess.
He passes it. He keeps driving. A minute later, he reaches for the radio. You can hear it. The click. The dial turning. Every station is static. He scans the whole band, top to bottom. And then, faintly, under the hiss, a station catches. A voice. He turns it on. On the recording after that, he doesn't hum. He doesn't tap the wheel. He just drives. Very quietly. The way you move through a room when you've decided you're not alone in it. 4 minutes later.
That's the same truck. Blue pickup, hazards. I didn't turn. This road doesn't turn. There's no way The door's open now. The driver's door. It wasn't open before.
He passes it again. He checks a clock. 11:47. He checks the odometer. And here his voice does something it hadn't done yet. It shakes.
I've put 40 miles on this car since I turned off the highway. 40! And the clock hasn't moved. Not 1 minute. How do you drive 40 miles in 0 minutes? How does that even make sense?
He calls his brother. It rings. It connects. And this is the part of the recording that the investigators played and replayed and finally stopped playing. Because his brother answers, confused, a little annoyed, half asleep.
Dan? Dude, you already called. Like an hour ago. You said you were almost home. I said you were acting weird, and you hung up. I haven't called you. I haven't called anyone. I've been on this road the whole...
The call drops. He stops the car. You can hear it. The engine settling. The rain steady on the roof. And far up ahead in the black, the tick, tick, tick of hazard lights he can't possibly still be near. He sits there a long time, long enough that the recording is almost nothing but rain. Somewhere in those minutes, out in the fields, a single porch light comes on. He mentions it once, says it's far off, a house maybe. A few minutes later, he mentions it again. It's closer.
Okay, I'm turning around. That's it. I'm just going to go back the way I came.
He turns the car around, and the blue pickup is in front of him, facing him now. Hazards off.
That's not. I'm pointed the other way. I turned around. I'm facing the other way. It can't be in front of.
For a long stretch after that, Daniel doesn't try to escape anymore. He just drives, slow. And he talks, softly, steadily, the way you talk to keep yourself company in the dark. He talks about his brother, about the dog he was going to adopt that weekend. He'd already picked the name. About a fishing trip when he was a kid. About the rain. The fuel gauge, he notes once, still hadn't moved. Full. After everything. And the mile markers, when his headlights caught them, were counting down now. 12, 9, 6. Toward something. The last clear stretch of the recording is 6 minutes long. And then, calmly, almost relieved, Daniel says,
There's lights up ahead. Real lights. Like a town. I'm gonna make it. I can see it. There's a glow. There's gotta be a gas station. No. It's the truck. The lights are the truck. It was always the truck. It's always been the truck.
He's close to it now. You can hear the wipers, the rain, the hazards ticking right outside the glass. And his breathing, careful, even. And under it, faint. Another sound the investigators couldn't explain for weeks. And then, very quietly, the last thing Daniel Cole ever recorded.
There's someone in the driver's seat. There's been someone in the driver's seat the whole...
The recording does not cut off. It doesn't end. It simply continues. For 3 more hours. Rain, and an engine that never turns off, and a road that never arrives anywhere. And no Daniel Cole. His car was found the next morning on the shoulder of Interstate 70, the highway that by every record, was never closed. Locked from the inside. Cold engine, full tank, phone on the passenger seat, still recording static, in rain that fell nowhere that night. The detour sign was gone. The county road he described connects to nothing. It runs 4 miles between 2 empty fields and ends at a fence. It does not loop. No blue pickup has ever been reported on it. By every account, it is an ordinary road that goes nowhere in particular. Search teams walked it twice. They found no truck. They found no porch light, no house, no Daniel Cole. There was one more thing. When the recording was sent for audio analysis, a technician flagged something on it and asked twice for someone to confirm she wasn't imagining it. Underneath Daniel's breathing, from the very first second of the recording, before the truck, before the detour, before any of it, there is a second sound, another person, breathing, slow, steady, calm, sitting beside him in a car he believed the entire time he was driving alone. One of the deputies, near the end of the second day on that empty road, noted something in his report and then asked for it to be removed. It wasn't. He wrote that as he walked back to his cruiser, his dashboard clock had stopped. It said 11:47.